The .338 Lapua Magnum is not just a cartridge, it is a ballistic sledgehammer capable of delivering a massive tactical advantage and extreme precision across the vast, unforgiving canyons of the American West. But harnessing that 60,000 pounds per square inch of chamber pressure usually means lugging a 20-pound steel beam up a steep mountain, which completely destroys your physical stamina before you even strike your target. Today, we are breaking down the top 5 .338 Lapua Magnum platforms from the 2026 Western Hunting and Conservation Expo that solve the ultimate puzzle between long-range stability and backcountry portability. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on the most advanced tactical firearms and survival gear, hit that subscribe button right now for gun enthusiasts. Let's get into it. Kicking off our countdown at number 5 is the Savage Impulse Elite Precision. Now, if you are looking for a brush gun to carry through thick timber, this is absolutely not it. This thing is a massive piece of machinery weighing in at over 13.5 pounds. But there is a very specific tactical advantage to all that mass. Savage completely disrupted the market with their straight pull design, and they have successfully scaled that up to handle the massive pressure of the .338 Lapua Magnum. When you are running traditional bolt actions, you have to lift, pull, push, and lock. With the Impulse, you are literally just pulling straight back and pushing straight forward. This biomechanical advantage means you never have to break your cheek weld or lose your sight picture through the optic. If you need a rapid follow-up shot at extreme distance, you can cycle this action faster than almost anything else on the market. To handle that extreme pressure, they use a hex lock system with steel ball bearings that actually lock tighter as the chamber pressure spikes. It is incredibly robust engineering. But the real star of the show here is the barrel. Savage went with a massive 30-inch stainless steel barrel with a modified Palma contour. A lot of guys run 24-inch barrels on their Magnums, and they end up wasting a ton of unburned powder, creating a massive fireball. This 30-inch tube ensures you get a complete powder burn, translating into maximum muzzle velocity and an incredibly flat trajectory for your target shooting. They dropped all of this into an aluminum chassis from modular-driven technologies, which helps soak up that severe recoil so you can stay on target. It is heavy and it is long, but if you are setting up in a static overwatch position over wide-open spaces, it is a total powerhouse. The base price for the Savage Impulse Elite Precision sits right at $2,499. Coming in at number 4 is the Christensen Arms Modern Precision Rifle. This platform is the definitive crossover, sitting right in the middle ground between an ultralight mountain rifle and a heavy static chassis system. The foundation is a highly skeletonized folding chassis machined entirely from 7075 aerospace-grade aluminum. This specific material gives you an incredible strength-to-weight ratio, keeping the base weight of the weapon down to a very manageable 8.4 pounds. The folding mechanism is a massive tactical advantage for guys hauling gear. Navigating thick brush or technical rock faces with a long 27-inch barrel strapped vertically to your pack is incredibly frustrating because the muzzle catches on everything. The folding stock reduces the overall footprint of the rifle so you can keep it tight to your pack until you are ready to set up your shot. Christensen built this action in-house, and they use a dual ejector setup specifically designed for these massive Magnum cartridges. When that huge .338 Lapua case detonates and expands against the chamber walls, you need serious mechanical force to get it out. The dual ejectors guarantee reliable extraction and ejection in any environment, even if you are running the bolt fast under stress. The barrel is a 27-inch stainless steel core wrapped in aerospace-grade carbon fiber. The balance on this rifle is simply outstanding. At just over 8 pounds, it is light enough to carry up a steep ridge, but it retains enough mass to mitigate the worst of that severe Magnum recoil. It is highly adaptable with a full-length handguard for mounting bipods or tripods, making it equally at home defending your position or taking long-range target shots out past 1,000 yards. The base price for the Christensen Arms Modern Precision Rifle is $2,287. Taking the number 3 spot is the Seekins Precision SIC, which stands for Seekins Interchangeable Caliber. Weighing in at 15 pounds and 5 ounces, this is not a lightweight mountain rifle. It is an absolute beast. Engineered specifically to meet the brutal demands of the United States Special Operations Command. What makes the SIC a total paradigm shift is the toolless modularity. You do not need a torque wrench to take this apart in the field. It uses captive pins just like an AR-15, so you can separate the upper receiver, the lower receiver, and the magwells. The bolt head itself is removable without tools, so you can swap from a heavy .338 Lapua Magnum setup for extreme long-range target shooting down to a .308, just by changing the barrel, the bolt head, and the magwell. The action features a 60-degree bolt throw, which is critical for rapid cycling without smashing your knuckles into the ocular bell of a large optic. One of the smartest design choices is the integrated 20 MOA rail. Instead of bolting a base to a round receiver, which is a known weak point for torque stress, Seekins keys the rail directly into a beveled handguard channel. Your heavy, expensive glass is not going to shift, no matter how many rounds you put down range. The 26-inch barrel features a stainless steel core with an aerospace-grade carbon fiber wrap. Out in the field, the massive weight of this rifle is actually a huge tactical advantage for soaking up the violent recoil of the .338. Combined with the full-length Arca rail, you can clip this straight into a heavy tripod and build a rock-solid static overwatch position. It gives you military-grade ruggedness with incredible precision. The base price for the Seekins Precision SIC comes in at $8,900. Coming in hot at number 2 is the Fierce Firearms Carbon Rage. This platform is the diametric opposite of the heavy Seekins rig. Fierce Firearms built this specifically for the guy who needs to move fast and light across treacherous alpine terrain. We are talking about an ultralight platform weighing in at just 6 to 6.5 pounds. Hauling a heavy steel rifle up a mountain drains your physical stamina, but carrying a 6-pound Magnum is an absolute game-changer. At the heart of the Carbon Rage is their proprietary triad, 3-lug action, featuring a rapid 70-degree bolt throw. They spiral fluted the bolt to shave weight and give dirt and debris a place to escape, so the action never binds up in the field. They also applied a diamond-like carbon coating, where that gives you built-in lubricity so the bolt cycles perfectly, even in sub-zero temperatures where normal oil will freeze solid. To handle the intense harmonics of the .338 Lapua Magnum, they are running their C3 carbon barrel. It is a pencil contour, stainless steel core wrapped in multi-directional carbon fiber. This drastically increases the stiffness to weight ratio and pulls heat away from the chamber fast. Firing a cartridge with 60,000 pounds per square inch of chamber pressure from a 6-pound rifle sounds like a nightmare, but Fierce solved it with physics. They designed a 100% carbon fiber stock with a negative comb geometry. Under that massive recoil, the stock is pushed straight back and slightly down, pulling the cheek piece away from your face. Paired with their highly efficient directional muzzle brake, it makes the recoil incredibly manageable. You get extreme kinetic energy in a package that weighs less than a standard entry-level rifle. The base price for the Fierce Firearms Carbon Rage starts at $2,999. Finally claiming the #1 spot on our list is the absolute pinnacle of extreme long-range engineering. The Gunwerks Verdict System. This is not just a rifle, it is a fully integrated turnkey solution that guarantees 1,000-yard target shooting capability right out of the hard case. When you buy this platform, you are eliminating all the frustrating variables of ballistic science and load development. The foundation of this system is their custom stainless steel receiver with a built-in 20 MOA rail driving a 26-inch carbon fiber wrapped G5 barrel. They cap that off with a highly efficient directional muzzle brake designed to keep the muzzle perfectly flat during ignition. But the real structural advantage comes from the Gunwerks proprietary carbon forest composite stock. See, it features adjustable recoil and cheek pads, so you can perfectly fit the geometry to your body, and it integrates an Arca rail for immediate tripod mounting. What truly separates the Verdict from everything else is the symbiotic relationship between the optics and the ballistics. The package includes a top-tier keyless optic, but Gunwerks does all the heavy lifting for you. The system is supplied with custom-loaded ammunition specifically tuned to your exact rifle. Their technicians validate the muzzle velocity and laser etch a custom elevation turret for the optic. That turret is calibrated in actual yardage. You do not need to calculate complex drop charts. You just range your target dial the turret to that exact yardage and take the shot. It is a massive tactical advantage for the guy who demands flawless performance without spending hundreds of hours at the reloading bench. The base price for the complete Gunwerks verdict system is $15,699. So that wraps up our top 5. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Does the absolute turnkey perfection of the Gunwerks justify that $15,000 price tag, or would you rather run a lightweight, agile setup like the Fierce up on the mountain? Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss our next tactical breakdown. Stay sharp, and we will see you on the next one.